What's up, YouTube? It's Esme Cuckoo release week, and Surge as well, but I'm not messing with Surge yet. I don't think that card's very good. We'll see. See what we can do. But Esme. Esme is an interesting card. Of course, the first thing you think about is small ball deck, where you're bringing everything up in power from, like a Mr. Negative deck, giving them all 4 power. My first thought with Esme was Victoria Hand, a card that I don't usually play. And I know some other people have tried it, but I went really heavy on the hand size aspect. So let's get into the elevator pitch, and I'll show you a little bit about what this deck does. So, it's Victoria Hand, but Esme is here to give you great hits like Devil Dinosaur, and then 3-cost Nick Fury, Kahori, Moonstone. Any of those cards combined with our other 3s make for really powerful turn 6 plays. And you're just boosting the cost or the power of everything with Victoria Hand and lowering the cost with Quinjet, and then playing huge Devil Dinos, mystiquing that. It's a ton of power, and you can fill up all the lanes and just put down tons of stats. That's the elevator pitch. Now let's go card by card. First, you've got the Hood. The Hood, we have no way to destroy it unless we generate something that can destroy it with Agent Coulson or Nick Fury, but the Hood is basically giving us a demon. You can Frigga that demon. Usually it's going to be a 110 because you're Victoria handing and doubling that Victoria hand buff. So the Hood is obviously a bummer to have around, but that demon is so good. Plus Esme giving you a 3-4 the Hood, you really don't mind that at all. That ends up still being really good stats. It's like a 3-10 at the end of the day because you're getting the 3-4 plus the 1-6. It's a 4-10, I guess. Plus you're buffing that with Victoria Hand, so that's why the Hood's here. Then you got Quinjet. Obviously we're creating a lot of stuff in our hand. Even just simple things like Quinjet making all of your Esme Cuckoo cards 2-4s, super good. We're usually getting, giant Devil Dinos with Quinjet, and then Moonstone on top of that is gonna even make things cheaper. The Collector, it's a card you always want to play on 2, so that's mostly why it's included. You have some obvious 1-drops. Victoria Hand is also really good on 2, but you don't have to play it on 2. And if you see Collector instead, you're going to start using Agent Coulson, Nick Fury, even the Hood, Esme, all going to boost Collector. It can help you fill up lanes and then boost it at the end of the game as well. Then you got Victoria Hand, card that I haven't played very much to this point, but in this deck in particular, super powerful. You're just creating so many things in hand, and even demons alone are getting huge buffs from Victoria, and then we can multiply that with more cards we'll talk about in a little bit. Mystique is one of those. Sometimes you can play Mystique right after Victoria Hand. I'm usually saving Mystique for turn 6 to double up a Devil Dino somewhere else. But it has so many different targets because of the Victoria Hand. You can even use it on Quinjet. You could use it on Moonstone if you wanted to. So Mystique, pretty powerful. Agent Coulson, just one of our ways to get cards in hand for Devil Dino, for Quinjet, and obviously it's just Victoria Hand deck, so you want card generators. And Agent Coulson, just decent stats, 3-4, it's fine. 2 cards is what you're playing it for. And sometimes you want to play those cards, by the way. Sometimes it changes your game plan based on what you get, and it's unpredictable. Then you have Esme. We talked about it a little bit, but there's a lot of really good hits in this deck. The best thing to hit with Esme is usually Devil Dinosaur, because you're going to have a ton of cards in your hand at the end of the game, and then it's just a cheap, huge card that you can even play an Esme Devil Dino with Mystique at the end of the game on turn 6 if you want to. But most of the hits are good. Even something like a 3-4 Collector, just good. Having things cost 3 on turn 6 is good because you couldn't normally play your 4-drops alongside another 3. Now you can if you have an Esme copy. And of course those Esme copies are going to be boosted by Victoria Hand as well. And cheaper by Quinjet. Frigga, super powerful play with Victoria Hand that's known is Vicky on 2, Frigga on 3. But Frigga can also give you a second demon. It can give you a second copy of any of these powerful cards. You can Frigga a Devil Dino that was created by Esme. That's a powerful play you'll see in this coming up gameplay. So Frigga, I think, has earned her spot. Kahori, I'm a little mixed on whether this card should be here, but it's kind of like a plan B. You're going to have a ton of cards in your hand. Sometimes Kahori just helps you add power to locations that were unexpected. And sometimes you can even play Kahori, and I've had Absorbing Man created by Agent Coulson. You never know. So I think Kahori's good. I've Esme'd into Kahori a few times, and that's very powerful. That ends up being like a 3/11 a lot of the time. So don't sleep on Kahori in this deck. Moonstone, I'm usually trying to play Quinjet stacked with Victoria Hand and then Moonstone if I'm going to go that route, because obviously we're going to reduce cost twice with Quinjet then. We're going to boost +4 with Victoria Hand. That's not even counting if we've Frigga'd Vicky or Mystiqued it. So Moonstone just makes for some crazy end of game states. Nick Fury, it's not an amazing card, but in this deck, it's a huge buff to Devil Dino. It's a nice buff to Collector, to, of course, the hand size Victoria Hand plays, and Kahori as well. So Nick Fury is just the cheapest way to get 3 cards right into our hand for all the things this deck wants to do. And if you've got something like Quinjet down and you're doubling it with Moonstone, then you have 3 6-drops in your hand that are all 4 costs, plus they're buffed by Vicky. And that's pretty good. So Nick Fury, underrated. Not bad in this deck. Probably the best deck for Nick Fury that I've ever played. Devil Dino, this is the big stat stick. It's not played around. You're not seeing a lot of Enchantress right now. And of course it can be hit by Shang-Chi. But I think all of the downside for Devil Dinosaur is mitigated in this deck, because a lot of times it's super cheap and you're doubling it up. So yeah, they can maybe Shang-Chi the Devil Dino you played, but they can't hit the Mystique too usually. Or what if you've Esme'd into this? Then you've got Devil Dino, Frigga Devil Dino, you got the Esme Devil Dino, the Mystique. You just got a lot of dinosaurs, and good luck trying to stop all that. So that's the deck. I'm going to get into some gameplay now. If you can, like the video, subscribe, and enjoy this gameplay. Okay, we don't have anything for turn 1. We can play Vicky next turn into Esme though. Probably a similar deck. Okay, we don't really have a terrible hit on Sicard, no matter what. I'd rather not Mystique the Victoria with Sicard, but there are worse things to happen. Okay. It's good as long as we avoid a Shang. So now we have to decide between Friggaing the Victoria Hand, which is really good, or Esme. Esme's hits aren't that good right now, so I think we're going to go for the Frigga play. Okay, I'm thinking Esme Quinjet. It's an argument for Coulson Quinjet. But I think, depending on what Esme gets, that might inform what we do next turn alongside Victoria Hand. Okay, that's pretty darn good. Thinking Hood Coulson. See what we get from the raft. Hopefully they don't fill it out as well. It's funny, the Mockingbird would have probably been free or close to it anyway. I guess not. I haven't played any hand cards. Oh, Mobius hurts a lot. Well, we should have the raft one, though. We're looking for Shong. Let's just assume they don't Shong there. Vicky. Mystique? Okay. I guess the Hood over here. I'll stick through the snap. I'm sure they've got Sam for next turn. This is where I miss Killmonger. We'll see what we can do. I'm gonna play out Demon. Oh, that stinks. Go Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Alright, so they've got a 5-cost Thanos coming. Potentially. Of course, they could be playing Shong. I think maybe this way. Okay. Alright. We got there, just barely. Double hoods. I'll kind of always play hood on an unrevealed if I have the choice, in case it's bar with no name, just for fun. I'm glad we didn't play there, just in case a Killmonger happens. Or I randomly generate something that can destroy the hood. Might as well double up here, go demon here. Okay. So, do we want to Frigga the demon or Esme? Our Esme hits aren't amazing with Devil Dino in hand. So I'm thinking we just get an extra demon. Okay. I mean, I do want to play on curve. It's going to be hard to fit in the Kahori later. So I think I'm just going to play it out now. Okay, so now we're double dinoing. Playing both new cards. I think this is just Demon Nick. The Mystique is good, obviously, but this is probably just better. Okay. Go collector. I'm wondering if collector's even worth it in this deck. They're probably gonna win the raft. Seems like a silky smooth style deck. But maybe I think I'd rather play the Cuckoo version. Alright, we stole the raft. Kahori next turn. Coulson, Absorbing Man, She-Hulk or something like that. I don't hate it. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Alright, we got there. I'm going to go Quinjet on the left, just to avoid turning off the ongoing on one of these unrevealed. Even though I'd rather save this for mostly created cards, I think that's probably our best bet. Just want numbers on Mojo World right now. Just go Esme. Vicky Nikki? Or Nikki Vicky? I was going to play that Devil Dino next turn. Galactus would have been fun if I hadn't moved. Put Nikki in New York. Moonstone. Demon. I might just be abandoning Mojo World altogether. Yeah, most likely. I'm gonna try this. They were too focused on Mojo World. Thought they might be. So normally I wouldn't play Quinjet unrevealed, but with Starlight's Citadel, I think I can. Oh, that'd have been good, but Starlight Citadel could move nowhere on top of Quinjet. Be great. Normally I will play Quinjet and Vicky together in case of Moonstone. Okay, so I could Mystique the Victoria hand. I think I'd rather Esme though. Especially with Devil Dino in deck. That's a 2-cost Devil Dino right now. If I draw it. Plus Moonstone would be a good hit. With Quinjet out, any of them are cheaper too. Perfect. Got the 2-cost Devil Dino. It is definitely snap worthy now. I might just go for the Nick Fury here. Because then next turn we can Devil Dino Frigga. And then play the Devil Dino and Mystique, or we can Kahori, or pivot based on what we get from Nick Fury. I'm playing Nick Fury here to try to deny their Adam Warlock draw. Okay. So I think it's still Devil Dino Frigga. That helps, actually. That tells us their power's capped here at 19. Devil Dino Kahori or Devil Dino Mystique? They have priority. We're unlikely to win with Mystique there, so just Devil Dino Kahori to help the side lanes. Not a good opening hand. But we got bot. Sure, go collector here. Oh, no, armor on your Nova. That's definitely not a bot. Oh, go Cuckoo. Quinjet Moonstone seems pretty good. Alright, well, we're abandoning left for sure. Is Nick Fury enough to win? Yes. If they played Destroyer over here, would have lost. I don't want to clog up Savage Land too much. So we might have some dinos there. Let's play Victoria hand to the right. Wow, Koye. Just gonna Frigga the Victoria hand and hope we don't get Raptors. Double Panopticon would be fantastic, obviously. It's a bummer. Okay. Okay, so Surfer is going to give this another 4. Do we want Kahori? I think we just want Demon Nick, right? All three? All three. So those were the games. Still grinding away. I just started my climb today, basically. So we're in the 80s, but deck's performing very well. I'm enjoying it. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. I'll be messing around with Surge too, but right now this Esme build has kind of captured me. Let me know in the comments if there's any changes you'd make, or if you've tried the deck out yourself, and what are you playing Esme in? Let me know. Subscribe to the channel. More videos coming. Catch you later.